Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Saturday. It is mandatory payout Saturday in the Rainbow Six. So let's get right to the 12 races. We'll check out the track and weather conditions and then turn it over to track announcer Pete Aiello.
Racing at Gulfstream. Good start out wide for Eye on the Candy, driving through up between horses, and Harry's on the Beach is on the go early. Red Road into the top flight, and moving through is Merlin. Merlin's on to take over. It's Merlin in the run to the first turn, on top by a length and a quarter. Harry's on the Beach is second, Fast and Steady third. Red Road is there, fourth from first race favorite Blind Eye, who's away fifth toward the inside. Outside sixth, and Eye on the Candy, seventh for War Strategy. Hashtag No Wonder is eighth, and Grand Sir ninth of the nine as they complete a quarter in 23 and 4. Down the backstretch they go, 5 furlongs remaining. It's Merlin in front by half a length. Harry's on the Beach is there second, Red Road is third. At the rail, Fast and Steady is there fourth. Camacho works between horses with Blind Eye. Favorite is fifth, following the move of the second horse. Out wide on the course, an Eye on the Candy, then back to War Strategy. Hashtag No Wonder is with him, and the trailer is Grand Sir. They move past the half mile in 48 and 1 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's Merlin in front, 3/4 of a length. Harry's on the Beach is there second. Red Road at a big price, 3 wide and on the go third. Held up in traffic, Fast and Steady, still very much part of this. Blind Eye, the first race favorites on his outside. War Strategy never kicked on, and there's a 1/4 of a mile left to go. With the advantage, it's Merlin who comes off the turn by 2. Red Road down the center, coming on, angling and coming quickly is Fast and Steady. Fast and Steady gets racing room for Reyes, and he's knifing through now. Here's Fast and Steady at 16 to 1. He's on to take over. Fast and Steady springs the upset. Merlin second, third was Red Road, then it was hashtag No Wonder, 130 and 2. And they're off. Poor beginning for Guaco at the back. Good start at the rail for Nimble Beast. On the far outside, Bold Envoy has speed. Splitting horses, Excalibur won't be far away. And here's Fitzmo on the go for Jaramillo. It's Fitzmo now to take the lead at 10 to 1 and lead 3/4 of a length. Bold Envoy won't let him get far, and in fact, Bold Envoy wants the lead, and he'll put a neck in front again. From third, it's Prospect Project. He's into the race early. At the rail, Excalibur, followed by the slow-starting Guaco, who improves to race 3 lengths off the pace setter. Nimble Beast is trying to hold down the rail, and it's a gap of 3 to Power at the back. Field of 7 separated by 7, 5/8 left to run. Fitzmo has the lead by half a length. Prospect Project between horses. Bold Envoy is 3 wide. Excalibur waiting in the wings while fourth up to the outside in Guaco. Nimble Beast gets shuffled back while not traveling all that well. The trailer is Power. 46 and 2 for a picked up half mile. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Bold Envoy has the lead, and having to slam on the brakes was Fitzmo, and he went right into Excalibur. That killed both their momentum. Good news for Bold Envoy fans is he's still in front. Guaco's going to take his shot now from the back. Power has a shot. Prospect Project not without hope toward the rail, and they're at the top of the stretch. Romero Mirage asks Bold Envoy to get away. Bold Envoy cuts the corner and now opens up. Guaco is second. Prospect Project is third, then Nimble Beast. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go, and Bold Envoy finding enough. Guaco clearly second. Nimble Beast tries to rally for third. Let go at 4 to 1. It's Bold Envoy to win it, and win it with lengths to spare. Call it 4 in the end. Second is Guaco. Third, Nimble Beast, and fourth was Prospect Project. Chestnut Checkers and Strategy Queen, the two favorites, come out firing with Rapturous away in third. Tora Laura Laura splits horses to be fourth at the rail, Good Trouble. The two at the back, You're Making Me Blush, and Susan's Novella. They make their way to the far turn run with the advantage to Strategy Queen in front by a neck Chestnut Checkers. Turning up the pressure there second, Rapturous. 3 wide on the outside third. Tora Laura Laura is there fourth at the rail. It's Good Trouble. A gap of 5 to You're Making Me Blush. Nothing at all yet from Susan's Novella as they run to the top of the stretch. Chestnut Checkers makes a bid for the lead. Strategy Queen tries to counterpunch. Rapturous is 3 wide. 5 back to Tora Laura Laura. Then at the rail to Good Trouble. But the top 3, the factoring 3, a quarter of a mile remaining. From between horses, Chestnut Checkers along the rail, Strategy Queen toward the outside, Rapturous tries to get on terms with them. There's an eighth of a mile to go. With the advantage, it's Strategy Queen down the center. Rapturous surges to the front now. These two kick on. 16th to go, Rapturous and Strategy Queen. Rapturous has made a clear lead now, and at 7-1, it's Rapturous, the daughter of Ken Tharos, to do it by a length. Second, Strategy Queen. Third, Chestnut Checkers. Then Tora Laura Laura in 105 and 4. And they're off. Smooth beginning for Fun Loaded from up between horses. Dalio has speed on the outside, and the favorite Bronx is away third. Sent through at the rail, Nona Rax in early fourth from Lovin' Me Some Cajun, who's up on the outside. Then Tintorero, splitting horses, Pacific Legend. Congrats again is at the rail, third last. Second last is Linguist. The trailer is 7 on Sunday. They complete a quarter with long shot Dalio in front past the 5/8, leads by a length and a half. Armio gives Bronx some rain to work with. He's now second from Fun Loaded, who's an encouraged third. Opening quarter was 22-3. A gap of 3 to Lovin' Me Some Cajun, fourth at the half mile ahead of Nona Rack and Pacific Legend. Then to the outside, Tintorero racing ahead of Congrats again as Dalio tries to get away. Less than 3 furlongs to run. Dalio by 2. Bronx given the green light to launch his bid. He's trying to gain some ground. A gap of 3 to Lovin' Me Some Cajun together with Fun Loaded, Pacific Legend from the back, and Congrats again as they run past the quarter-mile pole. Dalio yet to be headed. He's still clear. Stretched out second is Bronx. Pacific Legend is third. From the back, and Congrats again as they straighten for home. Dalio still the target. Eighth of a mile to go. Dalio by 2.5 down the center. Congrats again coming at him and coming on from between horses. Pacific Legend. Dalio's almost home. Congrats again surging at him on the outside. Congrats again is going to make this very close. Congrats again at Dalio. Dalio digging deep. Dalio turned away. Congrats again in 126 flat. And they're off in the North Bay Village. Good start from between horses for Djibouti Kaba, who's headed off for the early lead. Summering has speed from the outside. Kelsey's Cross is wide on the course. Kelsey's Cross is now third. Mo of the West is together with Kahiko. Onyx is at the back alongside Passion Plus as they chase the speed of Djibouti Kaba. Djibouti Kaba and Angel Arroyo on top by a length. Here's Kelsey's Cross into the race today for Romaro Mirage, and Kelsey's Cross is up to challenge. Tripped out third is Summering ahead of Kahiko and Mo of the West, then Onyx and Passion Plus. No easy lead for Djibouti Kaba. In fact, Kelsey's Cross is now in front through an opening quarter of 23-3. Third is Summering, watching the embattled duo up front with Kahiko fourth. To her outside and Mo of the West ahead of the Gray Passion Plus, and Onyx is last. That's the 7 of them with less than half a mile to run in the North Bay Village overnight handicap. They went a half mile in 46-1. Pace is lively. Djibouti Kaba counter punches inside of Kelsey's Cross. 3 wide. Summering let go for a run. Kahiko's had a good trip. 4th and asked to quicken. From 5th and trying to rally Mo of the West. Then Passion Plus as Onyx is at the back as they run to the top of the stretch. With the advantage now, Summering, the favorite, has made the top from the outside. Kahiko tries to get after. Then Djibouti Kaba and Kelsey's Cross. Followed out wide by Mo of the West as they straighten for the drive. Summering has the lead with an 1/8 of a mile more to get. Kahiko is second and well clear of the others. Kelsey's Cross trying to run back into third. Passion Plush and Djibouti Kaba there. 16th to go, and Summering is home free. Summering is in front. Second is Kahiko. Kelsey's Cross did rally again for third in 1:33-1. And they're off. Slow to start, Silverly enough. Quick to start, Cajun Brother, who heads off for the early advantage from Breeze on By in September 10, second and third. Front-loaded away behind the speed in fourth. Then Gump and Silverly enough, the trailer with Verve. Down the backstretch they go. Cajun Brother has rail position in a narrow lead. Breeze on By. And Semi Camacho turning up the heat second. Front-loaded is in a cluster while joint third. Gump on these outside. Far outside Silverly enough. At the rail, that's September 10 with Verve. Last of all, the opening quarter reasonable for these quality runners. 22-4. There's 3 furlongs remaining. It's Cajun Brother in front for Vasquez by a neck. 3 wide. September rather front-loaded is moving in. 4 wide Silverly enough. 2-path Breeze on By. September 10's going to have a shot. Gonzalez elects to go to the outside as they run to the top of the stretch. Front-loaded and Chantel Sullivan make first run and take the lead. Cajun Brother cuts the corner and is up for a fight. Down the center and Silverly enough with an 1/8 of a mile to go. It's front-loaded who has the lead. Cajun Brother battling back resolutely now, and he's back on even terms. Here's Cajun Brother with a rebid. Cajun Brother would not be denied. Front-loaded was second, third was September 10, then Silverly enough in 1:10 flat. By 3, by 4, and moving away. And they're off. From the center, Ventriloquist wins the break, taken on now by Walks Like a Lady, who's on the go. Walks Like a Lady will land in front and get over to the rail. She has them stacked and packed behind her as they're 5 across the course. Chickaboom's in tight, floating out Rivercrest Road. Saving ground when Ventriloquist and Flashy 2 had to tap on the brakes. Free Data is next, outside of her and Longshot Magna Colors, who's fighting the rating. The 2 laggards, Gilded Asset and Maria's Revenge. 23 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. Nice job early of Camacho to get the leader to relax. Walks like a lady, has the lead by a length. Love My Job on the outside, now second from the rail. Chickaboom third. Rivercrest Road is there fourth. Ventriloquist is in the blue colors, fifth at the rail. In between horses and Flashy 2, far outside Magna Colors. Free Data's the gray. She's in the yellow cap. She's about 7 lengths off the lead. 2 better than Maria's Revenge, and Gilded Asset is last. 47 and 2 for the opening half mile. Less than half a mile to journey. Walks like a lady in a bid to make all. Rivercrest Road the first to make a serious move. Love My Job turning up the pressure on the leader. Waiting her turn is Chickaboom fourth at the rail. Ventriloquist has got some run. Kyberkoa getting the favorite Free Data into the race. She'll wheel to the far outside. They stack and pack and they swing for home. Walks like a lady through 3/4 and 1:11 and 3. Love My Job. Chickaboom and Ventriloquist all attacking her. 1/8 of a mile to go. Free Data's over the top. Ventriloquist crying for racetrack. Love My Job and Free Data surging up on the outside. Free Data hits the front late, and Kyberkoa and Free Data win going away. Love My Job's going to cling to the place. Chickaboom third. Ventriloquist with a nightmare stretch run. She was fourth in 1:35 and 2. And they're off. At the rail, Spen Benjamins comes out firing from the far outside. Jupiter Blues trying to work over, splitting horses, and on to challenge is Mr. Donzella. The thing's getting very tight in there. Tone Phelan was inconvenienced as the leader, Jupiter Blues, came over on Mr. Donzella. Arroyo did well to hold firm with Spen Benjamins, who's down toward the inside. Meanwhile, Treasure Run went up and around that traffic. He's up into second now. Colbros is in the pink cap, racing from fifth, and Tone Phelan. Outside him and Shake 'em and Break 'em. At the rail, Poco Charlie. The back marker is Andrew the Bull. The front marker is Jupiter Blues, who leads by a length. Treasure Run is second. Mr. Donzella on the outside third. Spen Benjamins is at the rail fourth. Colbros is headstrong while between horses. Tone Phelan's in the yellow on the far outside. On hold behind the speed is Poco Charlie. He's getting closer. He'll need a way through. Out the back are long shots Shake 'em and Break 'em and Andrew the Bull as they have less than half a mile to race. It's Treasure Run tackling Jupiter Blues. At the rail, Spen Benjamins up into third. Mr. Donzella is there fourth, back to fifth. That's Call Bros. Outside in Tone Phelan toward the rail, Poco Charlie. Poco Charlie has a chance to rally as they have to get this super bomb. Jupiter Blues returns for home with the lead. Jupiter Blues tackled now by Treasure Run. Looking to get to the outside of the heels of the leader is Spen Benjamins down the center and Call Bros. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Jupiter Blues is still going. Jupiter Blues by a length and a half. Treasure Run and Call Bros in pursuit. Poco Charlie late down the stand side. Jupiter Blues is clear. He's 40-1 and trying to last. Here's the finish. Jupiter Blues bombs away. Jupiter Blues went gate to wire in 129 and 1. And they're off. Disastrous start for Hammer D. Hammer D did not unseat the rider, but he's 25 lengths behind. Good start for Spuntacular, who heads off for the early advantage. The Mar is going to make him work early. These two have opened 6 on 1,000 letters in between horses and R Big G. Down at the rail goes Rojo Toro ahead of Cassidy's Gold, then Mr. Rum Runner and Bird Note, and forget about Hammer D. He's a 1/4 of a mile behind him. Into the far turn they go. They went 22 and 2 for the opening quarter. Spuntacular sailing comfortably on the top end for Edgar Prado, leads by 3. The Mar is second, R Big G third. Up on the outside, Cassidy's Gold now fourth. From the outside, Mr. Rum Runner shown open racetrack with better than 12 lengths to make up and an odds-on favorite to catch. Spuntacular has been sharp so far. He's a 1/4 of a mile from home and 4 on top. The Mar is second, running home. Mr. Rum Runner cuts the corner, strides into third as they straighten for the drive. 46 seconds for the opening half mile. Mr. Rum Runner has a shot for second, but there's no way he can beat Spuntacular, who Spuntacular is well clear. It's Spuntacular on jockey Edgar Prado in front, and in front easily at 4-5. Mr. Rum Runner does run into second ahead of the Mar third. Bird Note finish fourth. And they're off. From the center, Mr. Tingles comes out firing and reaches out for the early lead. From the outside, Discreet Tune trying to hold down the rail is Captain Ron. The Virginian tried to get a spot and had to tap on the brakes just so slightly. He's now fourth. Out to the outside and Baby Brother. Then it's down to the rail and Nitro Time. The Great Oz is ahead of two of them. They are Graceful Kitten and Star Weaver. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 3 furlongs left to go. On the outside, Discreet Tune turning up the pressure on Super Bomb Mr. Tingles. In the waiting room, third is Captain Ron. On the far outside, the Virginian has to go 4 wide for Torres as they run to the top of the stretch. With the advantage now, Discreet Tune turns for home on top from the outside. Captain Ron takes aim second. Over the top, the Virginian tries to shift gears with an eighth of a mile to go. Discreet Tune leads by 2.5. The Virginian on the outside with a late push. Discreet Tune close to home. Discreet Tune still there. Discreet Tune wins. The Virginian a tough luck second. Third was Captain Ron and 55-2. And they're off. Second in the two path. Ground on her inside. Race. And a quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. It's last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch. And they're off in the sheer drama stakes. Just an okay beginning for Sound Machine. It was a good start for This Is My Time and Aerosol. They're the first two to begin from the far outside. Brambleberry into the top 3. Starship Nala rushing forward in the orange colors. She's now fourth. Fifth at the rail and Sonar, followed outside by Sound Machine. The early trailer is Starship Bonita. Separated by 5 lengths in the run to the half-mile point. This Is My Time and Chantel Sutherland in front by almost a length. Aerosol trying to secure the rail spot in between horses Starship Nala. Brambleberry is out a bit deep on the course. Sonar is hoping for some place to race. Wide on the course in Sound Machine. Splitting horses Starship Bonita as they round the far turn. 22-3 for a very reasonable opening quarter speed. This Is My Time has the lead. First to give it a shot is Starship Nala second from the far outside Sound Machine. Starship Bonita nice between horses for Rios. Down at the rail and Aerosol. At the back is Sonar as they run to the top of the stretch. This Is My Time confronted by Starship Nala. And Starship Nala's on even terms. Her barn buddy, Starship Bonita, moving up off cover. She's now third. Then Aerosol. Sound Machine didn't bring her A game to the table. She's 2.5 off the lead with an eighth of a mile more to get. Starship Nala has the lead. Starship Bonita runs at her on the outside. At the inside, and it's This Is My Time, but it's the Steve Dwoskin show. It's Starship Bonita gaining the upper hand. Starship Nala for the Dwoskin and Starship Exacta. Third was This Is My Time and 122-4. and runners away. Slow to start was Converter. Quick to break was Famous Gent, who's headed off for the early advantage. Down at the rail, unimpeached, tries to hold rail position. Away in the top flight, and now third is Montana Man. He's in tight while racing up into the top flight. Outside of him goes Mr. Axel. Wide on the course is Catching Fish. Just inside him is Uno Tiger. Converter, after a bad break, is now really tight quarters, and he's not going to be able to race from there as he's headstrong and fighting the rating. At the back is Freelance and Marissa's Mission, and up front is Famous Gent. Famous Gent leads by a neck, kicking the gas. Up on the outside now, second, unimpeached is there, third, Mr. Axel, fourth. Camacho got through inside on the fifth running Converter. Back to Montana Man and Catching Fish. At the rail and Freelance ahead of Uno Tiger. Marissa's Mission is last. Edgard Zayas doling out the speed of Famous Gent. Inside half a mile from the finish, he has the lead by a length. Kicking the gas is there second. Unimpeached is third. Mr. Axel fourth. Catching Fish and Montana Man try to launch a bid while about 5 lengths off the lead. Converter is at the rail. Uno Tiger plotting a wide course. Splitting horses Freelance. Marissa's Mission is last. Famous Gent traveling nicely. 46-3 for the opening half mile. Famous Gent turns for home with Mr. Axel to the attack under Jesus Rios. He's looking for a late double sweep, and with an eighth of a mile to go, he's got it all locked up. Mr. Axel responding nicely, and Mr. Axel wins the 12th going away. Mr. Axel and Jesus Rios by 4 in the end. Famous Gent with a good try second, Montana Man third, then Marissa's Mission and unimpeached for the high five at 127-3.
And that wraps up Saturday's action. We're going to end the week with an 11-race card on Sunday. Our first race post 12:50 p.m. Come out and join us here at Gulfstream Park. If you can't, you can watch and wager on all the First Bet platforms. Good night. Good luck.